Okay, here goes.
2-com Game of the Year Awards. Game of the Year. 2013 will likely go down as one of the most important years in gaming history, as the technological constraints of the 7th console generation give way to the seemingly limitless ambitions of the 8th. It's perhaps fitting for the beloved Xbox 360 and PS3 to go out with a bang with a slew of grandiose AAA titles. The PC and handhelds were certainly not far behind this year either in terms of stellar titles and innovation. Above all, the great games of the past year were many things: ambitious, innovative, gorgeous, and most important of all, fun. We gamers were definitely spoiled this year, and the following nominees represent the cream of the crop, the classics that not only define our time, but will continue to be played forever.
Well done!
Hallelujah.
BioShock Infinite is one of the most ambitious games ever made, weaving a compelling tapestry about violence, religious extremism, and the nature of fate. With fast-paced gameplay and a keen eye for set-piece moments, BioShock Infinite also manages to thrill like few games before it. As you make your way through the floating paradise of Columbia, one of the most gorgeous settings in video game history, with Elizabeth by your side, you may just get lost in the grandiose universe that Ken Levine has created. In a year that brought us the madcap lunacy of Grand Theft Auto V and Saints Row 4, The Last of Us is probably one of the year's most grounded titles. Dealing with heavy themes of violence, desperation, and loss, this game certainly packs a powerful emotional punch, courtesy of some stunning performances from its lead actors and awe-inspiring art design. Games have been moving to exciting places as an art form, and The Last of Us proudly carries the torch of AAA gaming forward into the next generation.
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
Lucas Pope set out to make a game that combined the seemingly inane mechanic of checking papers for errors with the moral issues and historical themes of communist Europe. In combining these elements, he made a masterpiece. The game's effortless combination of gameplay and player narrative allows us to delve into the darkest aspects of our humanity. Combine that with stark visuals, minimalist sound design, and a keen eye for detail, and you easily have a game for the ages.
I am it. I am it. I am it.
Just when we thought that the current console generation had reached its technical limits, Rockstar unleashed the marvel that is Grand Theft Auto V. Leave aside the record-shattering box office numbers, and what is left is an incredibly deep sandbox experience. By refining the mechanics of the series to a mirror shine, keeping the sharp wit and satire that has defined the series, and emphasizing sheer scale and spectacle, Grand Theft Auto V stands tall as one of the great games of 2013. I don't think it's possible for a game to be so liberatingly hilarious as Saints Row 4. Chock full of absurd moments, self-aware catchphrases, and an unerring sense of mischief, this is one game that lives up to its own boasts. With the vast sandbox of Steelport ready and waiting for your destructive whims, this is easily one of the funnest experiences of 2013, bar none.
King, can you have this naysayer assassinated?
Not when you say it publicly.
You're more fun as a gang leader.
It would be a disrespect to this game if we were to simply dwell on its less than original story. Instead, Tomb Raider's strength lies in its gameplay, which is thrilling in ways few games have managed to top. Incorporating the mechanics of death into its survivalist themes and filled to the brim with impressive feats of technical and artistic mastery, Tomb Raider is definitely one of the most exciting AAA titles released this year. The legendary Pokemon series has come a long way from its initial beginnings on the Game Boy. And now, we have X and Y, possibly the culmination of the series' ambitions on the handheld platforms. Adding a slew of new Pokemon and updating the visuals makes this a great title already, but it's the addicting and deep gameplay that really pushes this game into classic territory. Whether you've been on the fence about the franchise or are an experienced veteran, these games will no doubt consume your life with the simple phrase, gotta catch 'em all. And the 2-Stash.com Game of the Year is... This was one of the strongest crops of nominees that we've ever seen. And, after a long and heated debate, we decided that the emotional resonance and undeniable atmosphere, dread, and loss of The Last of Us was far more deserving of this award. You could chalk it up to the gorgeous art design, the flawless original score, or the tension-riddled gameplay, but any one reason would be insufficient to describe just how great an experience The Last of Us is. This is a title that will be remembered forever.